Everybody. Good afternoon. We're going to do everybody. And so we're getting live on the Zoom class. And so we're going to do our live spiritual healing for anxiety class. Hi, everybody who's coming on live. I had the inspiration that we should also do this on TikTok as well. So I'm actually going to go live and let everybody participate in tonight's class as well. Because I don't know why. I think God was telling me that we needed to do this for everybody, not just everybody who signed up. And it was interesting, guys, in the comments, we just went live on TikTok. Somebody said, I signed up and I never got the link. So that's probably why, because I was trying a new program. And I'm not, when I try new things, they don't always end up well. Like my hair today, I tried a blow dryer and I look like I stepped out of the 80s. So there we go. So how is everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing very well. And oh, thank you. So I'm drinking my tea. Hopefully everybody else is hydrated. If you don't have your water, go grab some water, some tea, so that everybody is well hydrated. And hydration is really important for releasing energy. So I'm going to sip some more tea here. And we're going to keep moving on. If you guys have questions, those of you that are on my Zoom, post them in the chat. This is welcome to Spiritual Healing for Anxiety. Thank you for the glasses comment. I get them at Zenny Optical. They are not a paid sponsor, although I promote them so much, they should give me at least free glasses. So yeah, there's actually a few people that are like, hey, I didn't get the link. So I'm really glad that I did it this way, so that everybody gets to participate in tonight's class. And so we're going live on Zoom, and there's so many beautiful people on Zoom. I've just completely fallen in love with Zoom. I think it's everybody there has been amazing. How do you get into the Zoom? So right now, it's too late for me to send out the Zoom links. So it's going to be the same class. You're going to see this. You guys can post your questions or your comments into the Q&A. We're not doing readings tonight. This is Spiritual Healing for Anxiety. I do readings, but tonight is about healing the anxiety. But if you guys missed the sign up, please go on the website, spiritfluent.com. Under classes, you can sign up for future classes. And those of you that are in the Zoom, you'll already receive your links for every class, but we have classes Mondays and Wednesday nights that are free, and we focus on these spiritual healing topics, and tonight is spiritual healing for anxiety. So those of you on TikTok, please put quote in the Q&A. Those of you that are here with me on Zoom, welcome, and I love you too. Thank you so much for allowing me to let everybody else come in as well. And so if you're on TikTok, you can post your questions in the chat, but we're going to focus on spiritual healing for anxiety tonight. So let's first start with just some cleansing breaths. I'd like everybody to cleanse and focus and get centered in on how to kind of clear out the anxiety that's with us. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the 3 deep breaths in. If you've been in with any of my classes or sessions before, you guys know about this. And so we're just going to clear our energy and focus on this. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to breathe in through our nose, filling up our lungs, and then exhale out, and just clearing that energy out. So if everybody just wants to focus in with me, let's cleanse out some of our energy. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Pause. And exhale out. And second breath in. Pause. Exhale out. And last breath in. And exhale out. And so the deep breathing is going to be a great way to reset your nervous system, guys. I'm not an expert in breath work, but I've used this with my clients, and they've all found that this is an amazing way for them to reset. And I had one of my good friends and clients, Beth, tell me that she told herself, if I can just get from one breath to the next, that is all I need to do. And I found that that was really a beautiful thing, that she just went from one breath to the next. And so you can start with your 3 deep breaths. And if you feel like you're still experiencing anxiety, continue to move forward with more deep breaths. And so that's going to be, really, really important, um, to shifting, um, to shifting your anxiety and to really healing and working with that. So let's talk about anxiety and what is anxiety, at least in a spiritual sense. And I do actually want to start with some disclosures, guys. This is not medical treatment. I'm not a doctor or a therapist. Please do not stop your therapy or treatment with your doctors or therapists. I am not allowed to diagnose, treat, or prescribe. So please keep that in mind, that this is on a spiritual sense and spiritual advice only. And so I have to make that legal disclosure to you guys, because I don't want anybody stopping treatment or medication because of me, because I'm not allowed to do that. So let's talk about anxiety. I'm just going to open up. I made myself some notes because I'm a forgetful person. And I always tell people, like, my brain does not retain. So I'm kind of a little bit of a nerd. And I talked about this in my live a little bit earlier today. But I love the etymology of words. And what etymology is, guys, is etymology is the meaning, the original intent and meaning behind a word. And so I find it fascinating to look up these words and say, what is the etymology? What is this word originally meaning? And so anxiety comes from the Latin word anxious, and is literally ANXIUS, and it means solicitous, uneasy, or troubled of the mind. And it also combines the word angare, which is to choke, squeeze, or figuratively to torment or to cause distress. And so if we look at this, anxiety is what? It is uncertainty of the future. It is fear. It is this gripping tight. If you guys have ever had a panic attack, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like this heaviness, this grippingness in your chest and your throat. You can't take a deep breath, and you feel like, I know I felt like I was having a heart attack, my first anxiety attack. And I legit took myself to the hospital, and I was like, I'm dying, I'm having a panic attack. And of course, all the doctors in the ER are like, you're having, or I didn't say a panic attack, I said I was having a heart attack. Sorry, my brain. And the doctors are like, no, this is just a panic attack, you weirdo. And I'd never had one before that I could remember. But now that I sit back and remember, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've had panic attacks since I was a child. I remember going in and taking deep breaths in a paper bag in the nurse's office. And, like third grade, I remember this. And so anxiety, guys, is often a trauma response. It is the response of this fear-based emotion that is designed to keep us safe. And safe is great when we're in the caveman phases, when dinosaurs are chasing us and, we're like, oh, we need to stay safe and we need to be protected. And now our dinosaurs are the world around us, the people around us, our jobs, things that shouldn't create anxiety, but they do. And we experience anxiety as like a fail-safe for our body. And it's this uncertainty. And it's also this moment that comes up from our body saying, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I need something to be fixed. And I've had every type of anxiety. I not as much anymore, but still I'm a little scared of heights, and getting up somewhere high makes me anxious. Driving on a curvy road over a bridge, and I get anxiety. I went yesterday to IKEA with my husband, which was my first mistake, because I was so excited. I did not protect my energy before I went. And it drained the crap out of me. But then on the way home, there was a lot of traffic, and it was a lot of stop and go. And if you guys have ever, we live in Arizona, and if you've ever driven on the I-10, people are like zipping in and out and up and down and brake checking you. And I had a car accident about a year and a half ago, and I am so like panicked about another one that it just freaks me out, right? And so anxiety is that fear of the future, like the fear that I'm going to get in another car accident, that someone else is going to hurt me, that I'm going to do without something. I have fear. I have food insecurity. When I was a kid growing up, there's often times where we didn't have enough food to eat. And I literally remember grabbing handfuls of wheat out of, like, we had, because I'm Mormon, guys, if you don't know. I do. And Mormons stock a lot of food. And so my parents had wheat berries in buckets. And I remember that was the only food that we had. So I would grab handfuls and just chew on this because we had no food. And so that is an anxiety as well, an anxiety that we won't have enough food. And so everybody has different anxieties, I think. And I don't think that anxiety is something that's abnormal. I think that at one time or another, every one of us has experienced anxiety. And that's okay. It's normal to experience what I call negative emotions. So I have a little fly that's like flipping in front of me. Summer's here. And every one of us has experienced those. And that's fine. That's normal to experience things. What is not fine and what is not normal is going in and holding on to those emotions and making them part of our reality, of making them part of who we are, right? And holding on to those. Someone said, I have anxiety about not having enough food and being homeless with kids. Yeah, I was homeless with my first son. We lived in a car for a little bit. I lived in 2 different domestic violence shelters, and that is a very real fear. And so when our subconscious is designed, guys, to keep us safe, that's its job. It says, I need to keep you safe. I need to keep you comfortable. I need to keep you happy. And how does our subconscious keep us safe? It does things like creates anxiety and says, hey, go get scared, go be scared of this because it's dangerous, it's scary. And so we get in these anxiety modes where we're like, I have to be scared, I have to be anxious. And it becomes part of our reality where we start becoming anxious and anxiety about everything because our subconscious goes, you're used to feeling anxious. So what am I going to do? I'm going to bring you into more situations. I'm going to have you dig your own holes or put yourself in places that will bring more anxiety because we convince our subconscious that that is where we feel safe and comfortable is within our own anxiety. And, someone on TikTok, guys who are on Zoom mentioned, I went through a period where I think anxiety was trying to protect me. And yes, anxiety, that is the core meaning of anxiety is this is what it is to protect you, right? And so it's that caveman instinct. It is that thing, but it's not good to keep on holding on to it because anxiety has this tremendous power as this fear-based emotion that can control and paralyze and imprison our souls. Someone asked about how is depression protecting? Depression is actually another thing in another class, guys, but depression is really a disconnect from our soul's purpose and some other things spiritually. So we'll go into that another class. But it is this fear-based emotion that can paralyze us, and fear-based emotions make us do things that we normally wouldn't do. It creates things like jealousy. It creates things like panic and hoarding behaviors and all of these things that we know in our hearts and our minds are like, this is not okay. This is not normal, but we do it anyways, like for me, I know my husband's an amazing driver. He's never really gotten into a car accident our whole entire marriage. We've been married nearly 20 years, but I get in the car and because my anxiety comes from my car accident and I'm like, we're going to get in another one, even though I know up here, my husband's a great driver. It's probably not going to happen. But my subconscious is like, we're stuck. We're still anxious. And so that power comes over to us. It impairs our judgment. My judgment knows that it's okay, but it clouds your thinking, and it can even block your ability to love, to live your lives, and to really be happy and joyful. And, a lot of people get afraid of leaving their homes. It can paralyze them so bad. When I was going through my spiritual awakening and I did not understand the emotions, I did not understand that I was feeling other people's stuff. And I would go into public and I'm like, what's going on? I even went through a period where I didn't want to come out of my house because I was like, I am tired of feeling everybody's crap because I'm like an empath on steroids. And so, there's this delicate balance of anxiety, a little anxiety can motivate us to take action and solve problems, but sometimes it can be persistent and it can interfere with our daily lives and it can separate us from the people that we love. and from our friends and family. It can sabotage even our best intentions and our best efforts. And new things, new people, and experiences that have caused this trauma in the past can cause anxiety again. So again, if you weren't here in the beginning of the call, I just want to really, really underline the fact this is spiritual stuff, guys, and I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose, treat, or prescribe. And so if you have anxiety, don't stop your medications. Talk to your doctors and therapists. Make sure, I believe in layers of healing, guys. So we put out our fires. If we need medications, we take medications to put the fires out. And then once we put out the fires, we work on things like spiritual healing. We do EDMR therapy, we do tapping therapies, we do hypnotherapies, are all very effective therapies. And so someone in the Zoom class, guys, said you didn't protect your energy before you go to IKEA and you were tired afterwards. How do you protect your energy? And we're going to talk about that a little bit further on the class. So Carolyn, remind me if I don't remember this. So keep on asking me questions. And so physically, anxiety can affect your body in a myriad of different ways, and it can actually cause a lot of different illnesses. And I'm going to look at my notes here, guys, because I made notes because I'm a forgetter for, I just, I always say my brain doesn't retain. I have 7 kids. They stole my brain power. Give me a break. So health conditions that are contributing to anxiety: ulcers, urinary tract infections, venereal diseases, tumors, cancers, insomnia, sinusitis, sciatica, back pain, Parkinson's disease, obsessive compulsive disorder, impotence, hepatitis, hemorrhoids, diabetes, cyst, anorexia, and agoraphobia are all spiritually connected to anxiety. And so for every illness and injury, guys, there is an emotional cause. And so fear and anxiety connect all with these illnesses and these disorders. So hopefully that kind of helps you. And then Melissa in our Zoom class says, I start sweating when someone I don't know well speaks to me or is near me. And so that can be a bunch of different reasons why that happens, Melissa. That can happen because it's a trauma response. It can happen from a fear response. Most likely you had a bad experience meeting someone. And I feel like for you, Melissa, specifically, if I'm tapping into your energy, this goes all the way back to childhood, that you didn't like to meet people, and that it was really hard for you to meet different people. And so often it connects all the way to experiences back in the childhood, because guys, your subconscious believes that everything in the past is still happening, even if it's all the way from when you're 3 or 4 or 5. Unless we tell it it's time to heal, unless we tell it it's time to let go, it believes this. And so what we need to do is tell our subconscious, we're done. We're not in danger. We don't need to be in fear. And it's okay to let this go. And so that's what we're going to work on tonight, is telling our subconscious, hey, it's time to heal. It's time to let it go. And again, this is spiritual in nature, guys. But I believe 100% in this energy work that I do. When I was dealing with energy and anxiety of energy, I had someone else do this for me, and it was profoundly life-changing in shifting and healing this. So let's keep on going through healing anxiety. And so healing anxiety starts with the deep breaths that we talked about. And this is the number one thing if you guys take anything from this class, I want you to remember the deep breathing. And remember what my friend Beth said. She said, if you just get from one breath to the next. And I think that she also did crocheting, where she was like, I'll just get from one stitch to the next, or one row to the next. And I will tell you, anxiety is a great way, crocheting and knitting is a great way to heal your anxiety, because it gives you a focus. And I did this. I'm scared of flying, and on the plane I'm like, of course I haven't flown in forever because of Rona. So that deep breath in, and I envision myself breathing in pure white light, exhaling out all the stagnant energy, and pushing that out, really pushing this out. Now, someone mentioned that breath work makes them panic more, and some people have different triggers. And so there's other things that we can do to do that. But your very first thing what we're going to do with healing anxiety is that. The next is connecting to your creator or your higher power, whatever that is. And, you know, just because my religion is my religion, I believe that everybody can find their own path and their own higher power and love and guidance within that. And so that is connecting to your own higher power. And when you connect to your own higher power and your intuition, this is one of the most profound things that was very helpful for me, guys, was I was able to go, okay, is this something I need to be scared of? Or is this my anxiety? And I'd ask my body, is this my anxiety? Or is this actually something I need to worry about? And I would connect to my intuition, and I would listen to that inner voice that came from God, creator, spirit, universe, whoever you're connecting to. Honestly, guys, it's the same person, being, energy, what are you going to call it? All the same thing. Just, you know, some people are going to be like, what? No, but it's so true. So whatever that is, connecting to your higher power and helping you discern if you're angry is worth being worried about, like AKA the dinosaurs chasing you and a velociraptor is going to chew your butt if you don't run, or AKA I'm scared to go to the grocery store because there's people there and I don't want to talk to them. And asking yourself, is this a true fear or not? And when you tap into your intuition and connect to your higher power, you're going to be able to discern and get those messages. And when I had anxiety and I would feel it bubbling up, I would ask, and I still do this. In fact, my clients who are on my call today, I can't remember which one of you it was with, and I'm sure you're even on this call right now, where I had to ask my body, I'm like, is this me that I'm feeling? Is this mine or is this theirs? And so I would do this and I would ask, is this mine or is this somebody else's? Is there something that I need to know about this, or is this something else? And somebody in the TikTok says her sister wakes up at 3 a.m. with anxiety so bad she vomits. 3 a.m. is that time where we're spiritually connected, guys. And if she's waking up at 3 a.m., that is her spirit and soul waking her up, telling her that something is not aligned with her path and her purpose. So let's go back into this. So as we connect more to the spirit and our spirituality, and that, you guys, your spiritual journey is your spiritual journey. My spiritual journey is mine. I'm always happy to share my spiritual journey with you guys, but we don't discriminate on beliefs here. We teach everybody and we love everybody in Spirit Fluent. And I do believe that we can learn beautiful things from each other. So connecting to your higher power and your source, whoever that is, and asking. And that anxiety, if you ask source energies, say, can this fade? Can I release this? Quite often, just even asking and recognizing that that's nothing you need to worry about, will help you listen to that. If you pause and you listen to that still small voice, it will let you know if you genuinely need to be worried, or if you can just take a deep breath and try something new and kind of move on. And so somebody in TikTok asked, does our body make us ill as well as trying to distract us from healing our trauma? Absolutely. All illness and injury and traumas reflect within our body. Your body reflects on the outward. And this is how I know, like, the meaning of birthmarks and things like that. So I'll teach you guys a little trick here. So your thumb, and I actually wear makeup for y'all today. Aren't you proud of me? So from the first joint of your finger, so this little joint right here to the tip of your finger, should perfectly measure your eye. Now you can see that my eye is slightly larger. That says that I'm more creative. If my eye was shorter than the first joint, then that would say I'm more analytical and mathematical. Now, mathematical, did I just make up a word, guys? But that shows in a reflection a little bit of like my spiritual journey as a creative and an I'm an artist, like this right here, back here, guys. This is my little sunflower. That's one of my art projects. So yeah, so art is one of the parts of my purpose, and only your finger will measure your eye. See, you can't sit there and go measure other people's eye with your thumb. It doesn't work that way. It's only your thumb measuring your eye. And so taking a deep breath. And so let's see, someone in Zoom says, my mom is in hospice. I have so much anxiety when I'm around her, talking to her doctors. How do I stay calm during a high stress time? So staying calm during a high stress time. Even I struggle with this sometimes, guys. I'm going to be real with you. I have 7 kids. There is so many times where I'm like, and like the kids are like, one of my kids got in an argument today in the middle of one of my calls. My daughter came in and she's like, if I don't want to leave and I want to use your phone and my brother hit me. And I was like, deep breath, stay calm, deep breath, stay calm. And so really what I actually say is not even just the deep breath, but pause. And that is my favorite word, is just pause. Allow yourself to center back in and calm. And so I will actually even repeat this in my mind: pause, calm, pause, calm. Or sometimes when my anxiety is really bad, which it hasn't been in years, but I remember when I was in my 20s and I was like, when I was like homeless and stuff, I would go, okay, blank, 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 blank. Or I'd think of the color white, white, white. And if anything came into my mind, I would replace it and think of that again. I'd be like blank, white, clear. So any of those things, just really find your word and what you can visualize in your mind and say, think, blank, blank, calm, calm, clear, clear. And if someone's pressuring you to make a choice or decision or talk, you can say, thank you for coming, but right now I need to pause and think about this and I'm going to get back to you. And if they keep pressuring you, just say, I need time to process this and I will get back to you, but right now I'm not ready to speak or make a decision. And allow yourself that time to recenter and pause and make just a deep breath. And I'm going to pause and take a deep breath and okay. And then you just tell people, thank you for waiting for me. I've thought this through and this is how I feel. Or, thank you for giving me the time. I always start with a statement of gratitude. When we go to someone and we say, thank you, they're instantly like, okay, that person's gratitude, that has gratitude, they understand. And so we say, thank you for waiting for me. I now feel like I get in this space where I can talk about this to you. And it's okay to tell people that you're not ready to talk or that you're not ready to process or whatever is going on. And so Jen Kumpf said that she has anxiety ever since your husband left you. And often anxiety when we have a death that happens. So we'll go into the connections, guys, of we have cords and connections between our children, our spouses, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends. We make these cords and bonds. And so when those bonds are unexpectedly severed, we go, I can't see that person. And so our subconscious will go into a panic mode of, I can't feel, I can't heal, I can't see my person, I can't touch my person anymore. What's going on? And there's this moment of panic because something that was there, we can no longer see. And so it's kind of, okay, this is really probably not the best example, but like when you lose your cell phone and you're like, I know it's here, but I can't find it. And where'd my phone go? And you kind of go into that panic mode, but it's like that on steroids because you know that something should exist, that someone should exist, but they're no longer there where you can see and touch them. And so really understanding, guys, that is it's different and the same. There's different levels, different kinds of anxiety. And so really understanding that that anxiety is your soul and your subconscious feeling that that person left and that worry that you're never going to see them again. And I will promise you that you're going to see everyone that's passed away again. And damn it, I'm going to cry. Sorry, I'm a big baby. Everybody that's passed on, you're going to see. You're going to be with your family and your daughters and your sons and your husbands and your wives again. I know this. I know that families are eternal. And when you have that beautiful bond, you're going to see them again. They're going to come to you again. And when my grandma was passing away, my grandpa started coming to her a few months before she passed away. And she was like, yeah, he comes to visit me. I see him. I see him. During my spiritual awakening, 4 people in my life passed away. My husband's grandmother, who I was close to, my grandmother, my sister-in-law, and my best friend's 4-year-old son. And damn it, if that little 4-year-old boy didn't come to me at his funeral. And I freaked the hell out because I hadn't really talked to a ghost since I was a kid. And he came up to me and he goes, oh, tell my mommy I love her. And I was like, oh my God, is this real? Is what's going on real? And I went into anxiety and I freaked out. And then I hear a woman's voice go, Samuel, it's time to leave. And he goes, okay, abuelita, I'm coming. And he goes, bye. And I could hear him laughing and running up and down the pews. And I'm sitting here going, what just happened? Thank you. Some of the TikToks remind me to take a deep breath. You guys are helping me too. I love you guys. I told my client today, sometimes you guys heal me just as much as I heal you in my calls. And I love you guys, just so you know. And so I spent a moment freaking out. And I guess for pets too, your pets stay with you. Pets have 2 heart chakras, one for you and one for them so they can share. So I went to my friend after a lot of debating. I was like, hey, can I tell you something? And she's like, sure. And my friend's beautiful. She's just, oh my gosh, I just love her. She's from Chile and she's got this beautiful heart and just love her. And so I told her what happened and her face kind of went, and I was like, oh shit, I broke my friend. I should have never said anything. What happened? And then she goes, abuelita is what we called my mother who passed away 10 years ago. And that is how we refer to her in our home to my children, is abuelita. Oh my gosh, someone on TikTok says, hey, beautiful, you changed my life since our call back in February. Oh, I love you. And I'm sorry, I know Tanner's girl. I don't know what your real name is, but thank you. And so, yeah, she confirmed to me. And so that's how I know. I know it because I've experienced it. I know it because I've almost died and I came back, and it doesn't hurt to die, FYI. It's kind of nice and warm and fuzzy for the most part, at least when I did. So, okay, deep breath. Let's go back to this, guys. So talking more about healing anxiety, but that's, sorry, I get segued on the death thing because I just really want everybody to know, like, it's not a permanent thing, guys. Okay, so activities that we can do to overcome anxiety. We're going to go through some of those. Living on the sunflowers. Yes. Sunflowers are my favorite color. My husband literally almost got arrested picking me sunflowers once. And that's another funny story. I'll tell you guys some other time if you remind me. And so let's talk about activities that we can do that can shift anxiety. So as I mentioned before, breath work. If breath work doesn't work for you, try tapping. I'm not an expert on tapping, but sometimes I just, and so someone asked about white coat syndrome. If you have anxiety, find something to tap and say, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Suppressing your gifts can absolutely cause anxiety, and it can also cause depression. I had both. It was no fun. Also looking at your job and your work environment. If your job and your work environment is causing you stress and anxiety, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to quit your job, but you may want to consider finding another one. And I know things are weird with the pandemic, but there is no sense in sticking with something that's affecting your life. So tapping is another one. There's a lot of free resources on YouTube, guys. I'm not an expert in tapping, but there are times where I'll just like tap above my eyebrows or right here on your chest, kind of like where your thymus gland is, and just kind of re-energizing will help. And so I know for me, just a little bit of tapping helps, and I don't know the rules on it, but I've heard it's very effective. Someone in the comments mentioned EDMR therapy, very effective. If you find I always say, find a trauma-informed therapist. You don't want them like making old wounds worse, but finding a trauma-informed therapist. And Jamie in Zoom says, the job one is huge for me. I realize it's just such a big source of anxiety. Yeah. I had a job, guys, where I was a manager at a floral department. This is like 10 years ago. And I would literally go hide in the closet and breathe into bags and had a horrible panic attack. And I remember going to my boss going, this is awful. I can't do this. And she goes, oh, I go to the back room all the time and have panic attacks too. And I was like, this is not a way to live. We are not designed to live in anxiety, guys. Anxiety just, it kills us. I had a lot of anxiety around my mother, who is now missing, and we'll not go into that. But it caused me ulcers and stomach issues and just, it was like not good. So, you know, like I said, your decisions determine your destiny, and you guys can make your own choices. But if you find that there is something causing you a source of anxiety, look at separating yourself from whatever that something is, or setting boundaries. And boundaries are great because you can say, hey, like my dad, I love my dad, but he causes me a lot of anxiety. And I would get on phone calls with him. And by the time I was done, I was a mess. And my husband's like, you can't keep doing this. And I was like, I know, but he's my dad. And he's like, no, you don't have to do that. And so what I started to do is I would tell my dad when he would start in on his drama, Dad, I love you, but I'm not available for this type of conversation. Can we talk about something else? And if he didn't, I'd say, Dad, I love you, but I'm going to go, and I'll be happy to talk to you when we can have a better conversation. And I'd hang up on him. And I'd hang up on him and hang up on him and hang up on him. And I would not engage with him. And so now he's respected that boundary, and he does not, for the most part, sometimes he still does, try to drag me into his drama. Now, sometimes people won't respect your boundaries, like my mother, and they will just disappear. And my mother is missing. It is intentional on her part. We don't know where she is, but we do worry for her because her situation is not good. But we have not seen her in years and years. And then the third thing will happen where, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist or someone who does not respect boundaries, that they will push your boundaries, railroad your boundaries, push you beyond your limits. And I dealt with that with an ex-business partner who would push me, not respect my boundaries, run me over, say mean things to me. And I thought I was there to heal her. Nope, I was there to learn how to make new boundaries. And so I finally had to say, no, I'm done. I am separating myself from the situation. I am burning the bridge, and we're done. Now, I always do say that, like, I leave the intention that if someone's healed, they can come back into my life. But if you're going to stay unhealed, bye-bye. It's not worth it. And I literally walked away from a company. I probably could have gotten six-figure settlement from it. I just said, here's the company, sign it over, you have it, I'm done. I didn't want anything to do with it. And I walked away. And I know that's not always an option, and that, that takes a lot of bravery to walk away. And it really did suck for me. And I went to a dark place for a while. And then I found all of you on TikTok, and the rest is history, because here you guys are. And I'm like still shocked that y'all like to listen to me, because I have 7 kids who don't always listen to me. So back to things, breath work, aromatherapy is one of my favorite things. I guess I'm an essential oil nerd. I'm non-denominational when it comes to essential oils. Just pick a high quality brand. I have doTERRA, I have Young Living on my desk right now. I actually have Acacia ones that are from like Sprouts and Whole Foods, and they're just fine. Star West Botanicals is good. Rocky Mountain Essential Oils. Don't buy them from Walmart or Target, but most high quality things. Essential oils was like key. Like for me, I love patchouli and lime is one of my favorite ones. Lemon is very uplifting. Orange is uplifting if you're kind of in a down mood. Lavender is another favorite one, and one called Vetiver, I believe, is another favorite of mine. But a lot of them have anxiety blends that are amazing. I got into essential oils because one of my children was in the ICU for asthma attacks, and they brought in an aromatherapist who literally brought his pulse ox. If you don't know about pulse ox, it's how much oxygen you're getting in your blood, up like 20 points by essential oils. And so yes, Joy Essential Oil is good. I actually just got a whole shipment from doTERRA. I have accounts with 3 different essential oil companies, guys, and I'm not going to get in the debate who's better, because they're all fine for the most part. Just don't get them from Walmart. Anywhere else is fine. Yoga and Tai Chi are really helpful. And oh my God, someone just said it's pretty. Thank you. That's so nice of you. My husband tells me that all the time, but sometimes I think he's just saying that. Yoga and Tai Chi are one of my favorites. I I love Tai Chi. Do I do it all the time? No. Here's the thing, guys. I give great advice. Do I always listen to my own advice? Yeah, not so much. But I do love some yoga and Tai Chi. And especially when I'm feeling like I need to be rebalanced and recentered, um, it's amazing. And so yoga and Tai Chi, great things. So I'm just going to read down my list here. What else? We said tapping. So what else do we have? Also retraining our body and creating new experiences around anxiety. So, oh, thank you. Someone says, I have a good energy and vibe. That is super sweet. I love you guys. Someone said they had to do that with anxiety. How do you know when anxiety is caused by spiritual awakening or open up your gifts, discover your gifts? Anxiety, it's always like, it's hard to tell sometimes, guys. Usually the universe, if you were going through a spiritual awakening, what happened to me is that God was like, hey, this is your path. And I'm like, no, 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 wrong person here. I don't want to do that. Shut my gifts off, please. I don't want my gifts. Those suck. Near-death experience. Oof. And and then I was like, okay, fine. And I started kind of getting into my spiritual thing. I took my life coaching class, and then I was like, this is scary. People are going to judge me for it, I guess. I don't want to do this. I'm going to go be a florist, because I was a florist when I was 20. It was a lot of fun. Got a job as a floral department manager. Got in a car accident within 3 days, and got in the Universal's like, done. No. And so you'll notice like the universe will keep stopping you when you're going in the wrong direction. And of course, I'm in this phase of like anxiety and dealing with car wrecks. And so often anxiety will come along with the spiritual awakening, and sometimes they're separate, guys. And so it depends on what's going on. But, I kept fighting it. I was like, I don't want to do this spiritual thing that you've called me to do, God. No, I don't want to do that. You got the wrong person. That's, I'm imperfect. I'm not this spiritual guru. I'm not skinny enough to be a guru. That was another thing. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want to be in Area 51 being poked and prodded because of my spiritual gifts, because like y'all, I haven't even told you all of them, because some of them still scare me. But so what a thing that helps me with anxiety is creating new experiences around anxiety. And so what does that look like? For me, I had a lot of anxiety with going to certain places, like one of the places where I experienced abuse from my ex-husband. And so my current husband, he took me back to these places, and we made new, beautiful memories there. And those new memories kind of helped to erase the old ones. And so I always tell people, create new experiences around something that you feel anxious around. And so now I can go back to the areas like ones where I was raped, and I don't have anxiety anymore because I remember the great experience that my husband created for me here. And so, what does that look like? You can start with baby steps, like taking a new route to the grocery store, ordering something new on the menu when you get takeout or go to a restaurant, doing something that you've always wanted to do, like art classes, hiking, surfing, yoga. And then of course, meditation and journaling. I like, and this does not have to look like an hour, guys, of trying to stay centered and get nothing in your mind. No, guys, half the time when I do meditation, I fall asleep and my husband wakes me up because I'm snoring. So this is not always about like being this perfect Zen master guru. Carolyn says, my husband sounds amazing. Yes, he is. And someday I'm going to get his butt on here with a live and have him meet you guys. But he's got a little bit of social anxiety, so he doesn't always come on. And yes, I could help him with that, but he's on his own journey, and I don't get into people's stuff unless they want me to. And he has asked me to let him do his own thing. So, yes. So avoidance, someone said on TikTok, avoidance is a symptom of anxiety. So good advice to face them. Yes. And and face them with a friend like I did. I took my husband, who's my best friend, and I faced my things that I am anxious together. Yesterday, when we were driving, he was very calm. He's like, it's okay. I'm a good driver. Don't worry. He held my hand, and so, that was really helpful. Frequency music is amazing too, guys. There's an app I use, it's called Binaural Beats, that has different frequency and sounds, and I literally put it in my ears and helps me fall asleep at night. So Jeff Roberts says, I wish I could do anything else at all. Agoraphobia. So Jeff, what this looks like for you is if you order takeout, order from a restaurant that you don't normally order from, order something completely different, order a new magazine, try a new TV show, try opening your front door and just sitting in front of your front door without leaving your house. And then move maybe onto your front porch. We take baby steps here. We don't force anything. We just do what we can to shift into that space. And so baby steps are very, very helpful. Things that can cause anxiety besides jobs, driving and traveling, like I said, stressful jobs, drugs withdrawal if you're on certain prescriptions. Also, if you're not on prescriptions, my anxiety, a lot of it was caused from a thyroid disorder. And once I got my thyroid treated, poof, it went away. Surprise, surprise. So really checking with your doctor to see if there's something where you can change a medication or start a new one that can really help you. Working on healing trauma. And if you guys have trauma, which a lot of people with anxiety do, we're going to do a childhood trauma class. And I know it says childhood, but really, guys, it's going to be good for any trauma. So really come and do this. Work on doing this. So we talked about the phobias a little bit. Sometimes it's chronic illnesses, like we said, like my thyroid. Sometimes it's chronic pain that causes it, or mental illness or depression. And sometimes it's just from having too much caffeine. I actually found out I was having way too much chocolate, which caused anxiety. So those are all kind of stuff that we're talking about for anxiety. So guys, are you ready? I know I've done a lot of talking, but now we're going to get into the actual spiritual meditation part of anxiety. Will I be on TikTok for childhood trauma? I'm not sure. So if you want to participate in the childhood trauma class, please make sure you sign up on my website. They're free. And it's easier for me to be on there. And someone who said Hashimoto's, this supplements what I take, and it saved my freaking life. Like all the anxiety went away. It's Gaia Thyroid Support. You get it on Amazon. It's like $30. Not a doctor, but it worked for me. So there you go. So we're going to do some spiritual healing on the anxiety, some meditations. And if you didn't get the links and you signed up, guys, I am trying a new system and it's glitchy. So try again, please. And we're trying to get in there and fix it. Cross our fingers. I'm really trying. So let's get in. And so what we always do, because I'm a little, we have a little intense stuff here, is we're going to recenter in with the deep breathing and really focus. If you're not going to deep breathe, what I want you guys to do is either tap over here or maybe tap above your eyebrows. Like I said, I'm not an expert on tapping, but I know for me, just tapping above my eyebrows or in my third eye is very helpful. Or you can try tapping on your chin. So if you don't want to do the deep breathing, try tapping and just find a place that feels good to you and tap. Like I said, I'm not the expert on tapping, but let's give it a whirl, see what happens. So we're going to go in with our deep breaths in. So everybody get ready. Take a drink if you haven't. And let us begin. And so make sure that you're in a quiet space, that you're not going to be interrupted, or if you have kids around, get them to do it with you. My daughter Zen, yes, I have a child named Zen, does yoga with me. And so we're ready to go. We're going to start with our deep breaths, or tapping if you don't want to do your deep breaths. So we're going to start with the first deep breath in. So deep breath 1 in. And out. Deep breath in 2. And out. Deep breath in 3. And out. And so I'd like each and every one of you to continue with your deep breaths in. Keep deep breathing in. And I really want you to focus in on your body and focus in on your heart or anywhere else that you feel your anxiety is residing. Ask your body, where is my anxiety? It might be in your knee, it might be in your head, your hand. There's no right or wrong place, but let's just find where our anxiety is. And let's recognize our anxiety. And first, we're going to welcome our anxiety. We're going to say, thank you. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. Thank you for caring about me enough to keep me safe from being hurt or harmed or experiencing trauma. We're going to feel gratitude for our body. Gratitude that it gives us anxiety to keep us safe. Gratitude for the fears that warn us of danger. And now let's go back to the time, the very first time that you remembered feeling anxiety. Continue to deep breathe in. And when you're back at that time, whisper into the ear of your past self and tell yourself you are safe. You are protected. You are no longer in danger. It is okay to release, to forgive, to not be in fear, and to let go of that anxiety, the fears, and all of the negative emotions attached to that experience. You might see yourself sitting on the floor, curled up in a ball, afraid to move. So gently walk up to your past self. Put your hand on his or her shoulder and say, hey, it's safe now. It's time for us to get up. It's time to take a deep breath. And it's time to move forward. Reach out your hands to your past self and help pick them up. If that self is a child, you can hold them in your arms. If that self is an adult, just give yourself a big hug. And as you do, watch that past self melt into your current self, reintegrating, joining, and completing your energetic field, bringing the past back into the present, back where you are safe, and back where you are protected. Just pause and feel love for yourself. And as you feel that love around you, beautiful purple and pink energy starts to flow, surrounding you in a healing cloud as it gently cleanses the emotions, the fear, and the anxiety permanently from your body, from your perspective, from the past, the present, and even the future. And as that cleanses, it sweeps through your aura, taking all that stagnant, heavy energy and allowing it to flow out to the ocean, rebalancing, regenerating, and healing your body. Now, over the top of your head, pours a beautiful green light pouring over you, cleansing through your body, every organ from the top of your head, flowing down to the tips of your toes. And again, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And it flows away down to the ocean where the water will heal and regenerate and clear and cleanse those emotions. Let's take a deep breath in. Feeling love and gratitude for your body. Telling your body, thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for keeping us safe. And I want you to start thinking the word clear. And keep saying that either out loud or in your mind, clear, clear. As you feel the energy and emotions that are remaining, clear and shift from your auric field, from your soul, from your physical and energetic body. Again, clear, clear, clear. Deep breath in, clear, clear. You might feel tingling, you might feel buzzing or other feelings of emotions. Clear, clear, clear. And as you stand there, we'll envision roots coming from your feet, connecting you to the source energy of the earth, drawing up and energizing your body from those roots, and sending down any other energies that you are retaining that no longer serve you. And continue to send and receive that energy as you focus in on your heart. Taking a deep breath in, clearing your heart, feeling into your heart where your soul and your subconscious resides. Say hello to your energy. Just feel it. Every beat of your heart as that energy beats. Beating, beating, beating. Gently pumping light, loving, clearing, energizing through your body, through your veins, up to the top of your head, out through your hands and your fingers and toes. And it flows out, pushing out beautiful white energy to the edges of your auric field. And it searches for the cracks and the crevices, the fractures and the holes in your aura. And that light will start to flow into those cracks, flow into those crevices. Continuing to flow, to heal, to regenerate your energy, allowing your energy to perfectly flow between your physical and your spiritual body. And that gentle energy will start to spin around you, like sparkling stardust, healing and regenerating. It will ground and attach you to the earth, to the energy around you from the trees and the air and the water. And it will continue to draw and regenerate energy as long as your body needs it to continue your healing and rebalancing process. And now I'd like you guys to say this with me. Take a deep breath in, focusing on your energetic body. Repeat after me. I permanently clear all negative attachments, emotions, fears, and entities that are creating and perpetuating anxiety in my reality, backwards through time, forward into the future, sideways, up and down. I clear all layers on all levels, permanently and completely. I give all of these emotions that do not serve me to the Creator, to my higher power, to my universe, to heal and regenerate for me. Take a deep breath in. Say thank you to your body for healing and regenerating your body and releasing that energy. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your toes, your arms, your fingers, start to move around a little bit. Come back into the room. I'm just going to light some Palo Santo to clear the energy. And allow that to kind of clear. If you guys have sage, incense, Palo Santo, you can burn that as well. You can also use an energy clearing spray. Salt water is a great clearing. And so what we're going to recognize is that with this healing, that just as if when you guys are sick, that your body is going to feel tired because we're releasing. And so it's perfectly natural for your body to feel tired. We're going to support our body by taking naps. We're going to support our body by drinking plenty of fluids, tea or water. I have an herbal tea here that I'm drinking, or, a bottle of water that you can drink. And so I really want you guys to support that. I don't want you to do anything that is energetically disruptive. So what does this mean? We're not going to watch the news. We're not going to watch scary movies. We're not going to watch sad or depressing movies. We're going to focus on our healing. We're going to stay away from things that trigger us for the most part. Allow your body the space to heal, because if you say you go watch a horror movie tonight, what's that going to do? It's kind of being like picking a scab. It's going to take longer to heal. It's not going to heal as well. So we don't want to pick our energetic scabs, everybody. And we want to support our healing. Now, another thing that we can do that is my favorite thing is that I always take saltwater baths. And so Epsom salts, I do Epsom salts and Himalayan pink salt. Sea salt works well as well. Just put some in your bath, put some essential oils in your bath, and soak. I'd say marinate in the tub, and envision that as you are clearing and washing, that the water is pulling away any other stagnant energy, that it is working on clearing and regenerating your body. And I kid you not, I will stay in the tub till it's completely empty. And I envision that everything is draining out of the tub. And so we have some beautiful comments with everybody on TikTok. They say, I cried. That they're releasing, crying. Yes, tears are a great way to release. It's a sign of release. Allow yourself to cry. Don't feel judgment for crying. Gosh, I even cried in front of y'all today. So crying is not a bad thing, guys. Crying is a good thing. It's a release. And it's just like that saltwater bath. It's like going to the ocean. Those tears cleanse and they release and they let it go. And so, but it's, oh my God, Marjorie, that's my grandma's name. Like, I love your name. Sorry, guys, my grandma's name. And so she said, I cried so much, I feel free. And Amber says she wants a hug. If I could hug each and every one of you, I totally would. And guys, when Corona's over, I'm going to start doing some in-person events. I've already decided we're going to do in-person events, and anybody who wants to come can come get a hug from me, because like I love it. Like I had that lady come up to me in Target, and like I got to hug her, and that was super cool. And I got to do a little reading for her too. So Taylor says that she's got a little headache. And that's, virtual hugs, everybody. We're going to do virtual hugs. And so if you have a little headache, definitely sign to hydrate. I actually, like, guys, I'm a huge, this is my electrolyte powder. I keep it on my desk. This one's Hydrolyte. You can get any, like a good quality electrolyte powder on Amazon. And I add it to my water. It helps conduct the energy and heal your energy within your bodies, because hydration is super, super important. Someone says, I feel weird in the back of your head. Yes. So you'll feel weird tingling sensations. And that's pretty normal. And if you feel tired, guys, just go to bed, take a nap, take your bath in the morning if you're too tired. Do take it sometime, and really clear that and allow that to settle within you. And, we did set the energy together that this is an individual thing. So however long your energy needs to connect to the source energy sources around you, it will. And so, if you need it for 3 days or 53 days, it's going to stick with you and connect to the universe and everything around you. So let me just look at my notes here again, make sure that I covered everything. So also, let's see, I think we need to bring back love and empowerment. Do you guys want to do a little love and empowerment meditation? What do you guys think? I know we're I always run over, guys. I'm sorry. So I'll ask anybody who's on, do you guys want to stay for a love and empowerment meditation? Or what do you guys want to do? I'm just looking at my notes here. So yes, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yes. Okay, let's do some love, because self-love is amazing. So if you guys want to stay for the love and empowerment, let's do that. So if you missed out on the exercises, there will be replays. And I also am going to have a PDF and a meditation that you can, like a MP3 meditation you can download with this, and that will be added to the Spirit Fluent Healing course. So if you're in the healing course, what is it? Sorry, my friend Beth is helping me with this. The Spirit Fluent Healing membership. All of the replays and PDFs and things are going to be in there. And it's $9.99 a month. If you guys buy Starbucks, it's about the same price. So I try to keep it as cheap as possible, but I have to pay people. And the program's kind of pricey. Otherwise, I just do it for free because I want to help everybody. And that's just what I do. So replays are there, PDFs will be there, and a meditation you can download that I'm going to record will be there. So yeah, make sure that you guys join that membership so you can have all the replays and listen to them whenever you want. So let's do a little love meditation, and we'll end with the love meditation. And thank you for coming, Ruby. And thank you for everybody who's here and that's staying on the call. I do tend to go over. I should always just schedule my calls for an hour and a half, because we always go to an hour and a half, like always. Dina asked, when do I do lives? Dina, I have 7 kids and a lot of clients that I do work for. So I do lives whenever I have time, space, and energy. Lately, I've been doing them a whole lot. Sometimes I go 2 weeks without doing them. I try to do them whenever I can. Maybe I'll try to get a better schedule. I was really overbooked and overscheduled for a long time. And so I've kind of gotten to the space now where I've opened up my schedule, so I have a little bit more time. But yeah, so do I need to sign up again? If you never got the email, yes. If you did not get the email and you signed up for the classes on my website, please sign up again. I'm trying out a new system, and I honestly, I don't really know how to function that system very well. So there could be a mistake. So please sign up again, or email us. My email is at the bottom of my website. So let's do a love meditation. We're just going to share some love and learn how to give and take some love. And then we'll end with that meditation. So if you're ready, we're going to recenter in with the 3 deep breaths. All of my classes are free. So like this class right now, if you sign up on the website, you'll get reminders of every class. There's many different classes. We do free classes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays are specific topics. Fridays are the free healing classes where we just do random readings and free healings. And those are free. And Cisco Girl says, I signed up waiting for acceptance on Facebook. I will get to you after this class. So yeah, if you guys want the reminder, sign up there. Otherwise, I'll just be going live. I'll probably put all these classes on live, because honestly, guys, I feel like they'll help so many people. But yes, if you want the reminders, you do that. The only reason like you would get charged, like I said, is if you want to watch the replays or have the PDF that goes with the class or the downloadable meditation, then you sign up for the Spirit Fluent Healing course, which is $9.99 a month, or you get a discount if you pay for the year, which honestly is like cheaper than just one call with me. But you get all the call recordings for this. Not only that, but we have 3 live classes a week with me. where it's like one-on-one stuff where I help you guys. And then Saturday mornings, I bring in guest speakers that are going to speak and train. So there's a lot going on in that class. And people that are in that class, all the early birds just got a free book for me too. So I don't know that I'll always give away free books, but they did this time. So let's do the love meditation, guys. And then I'm going to get back to my family. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. So plus there's the Facebook group. So I am trying to be more active in that because I kind of had a bad experience with Facebook. So now I kind of got to get over myself and be in there more, but I do post in there. You can ask me questions on Facebook too. So yeah, I'm going to take a sip and then let's start this love meditation and bring a little bit more love into our lives. Okay, 3 deep breaths again. If you're not going to deep breathe, tap. Okay, just anything to recenter, rebalance your energy. So we're going to deep breathe in, 1, and out. In through the nose, and out. And last time, in through the nose, and out. So we're going to meditate on the emotion and the word love. Knowing that love is the opposite of the fear and the anxiety that we just cleared. Being ready to heal and accept more love for ourselves, more love for others, more love for life and our experiences to come into our reality. And so just like at the end of our last meditation, let's focus back in on your heart. And I want you to feel into your heart. Is there any blockages that are preventing your heart from loving completely? Are there any walls, any chains, any emotions that are binding your heart and preventing it from flowing, loving freely and beating purely? If there are, imagine those chains breaking, those walls falling down. And imagine your heart starts to beat again, freely and unencumbered. And as it beats, it begins to glow, the gentle pink light. And I want you to envision in front of you someone, something that you want to send your love to. You can send it to the entire earth, a specific person, to yourself. But let's focus on watching love, kind of just like in the Care Bears, that energy start to flow from your heart. And we'll send that love, that beautiful pink energy, to the earth, to the people that we want to share our love with, to the experiences, and even to ourselves. We radiate pure love, pure healing, pure acceptance, love without boundaries and conditions. We send that love and share it, not only with others, blessing them with our love, but also with ourselves. Recognizing that it is just as important to love ourselves as it is to love a stranger we meet on the street, or a friend or a family member. Let us share that love with those around the world that lack love, that need love and support. We send them love and gratitude, freely sharing our love, our warmth, our generosity and kindness. Sending them gratitude because we are all one. We are all connected. And as we love one, we can share love with many. We bring into our heart the knowledge that the more that we share love and express love, the more that we will attract love back to us, that we will attract peace of mind, that we will attract generosity and kindness to and from ourselves and to others. Take a deep breath in and feel that gentle love start to swell, bringing the emotions of joy, peace, unconditional love, and kindness as it swirls around you like a warm blanket of love. It wraps you, gently squeezing you and reminding you that you are loved, that you are capable of love, that you are capable of receiving love, sharing love, and being love, and that it is possible to express love to all, even to those that we don't quite understand, even to those that may have hurt us or harmed us in the past. We send them complete love, complete forgiveness, and understanding. Just take a deep breath in. Some gratitude for the ability of your heart to love and to be loved. Gratitude in the knowledge that love and kindness can cure and solve most any problem in the world. Now I'd like you to envision someone maybe you don't like, maybe someone who caused you trauma or who's hurt you in the past. And though it may seem hard, I want you to share love and forgiveness to this person and see those beams of love come out from your body and send love and forgiveness to them. In a beautiful pink light, you share that loving, forgiving energy with this person. And we send them the Ho'oponopono of I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry, and thank you. Recognizing that each person in our life is part of our journey, our learning, and our understanding. And we send them away with love and gratitude, peace and kindness. And I just want you to sit back for a moment as that love continues to grow within you, because as you share love, it grows and attracts more love to you. And with every beat of your heart, the energy grows, it strengthens, it heals your heart. That energy fills the cracks and the crevices that are left in your heart from painful experiences and traumas. It restores your heart to perfect balance, perfect energy, restores the DNA within you as it heals and regenerates not only your spiritual heart, but maybe even your physical heart too. Take another deep breath in and see that love start to grow and surround you in beautiful rose gold, pink, and golden light surrounding you in its energetic field and expanding your auric field beyond its original bounds, so that each and every person that comes in contact with you feels your love, feels your peace, your kindness and generosity, so that they too may heal, feel love, and attract more love into their lives. And just envision giving yourself a big hug. I want you to go find a mirror. Look into that mirror. Look directly into your eyes. See yourself. Take a deep breath in. Looking yourself in the eyes. Say, I love you. I forgive you. I trust you. I love you completely. I love and accept who I am as I was created, with the knowledge that I am perfect the way I am and designed to complete my spiritual journey in that perfection. Take a deep breath in. Say goodbye to yourself. Just sit in peace for one moment. Deep breathing in, feeling the calm, the peace, the love, and relaxation. Opening up perfect peace, perfect understanding. Continuing to deep breathe, deep focus. Feeling love and gratitude for your body. Love and gratitude for your soul. Love and gratitude for your experiences. You can begin to gently wake up. Shift your body, flex your muscles, your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath. Open up. Come back into the room and refocus and recenter. So how is everybody feeling with that? That was pretty fun, right? Someone was knocking stuff over. I am such a klutz sometimes, guys. I am like, let's be spiritual. And then 30 seconds later, I'm like, let me knock some crap off my desk. Like I said, this whole calling thing, I told God, I was like, you got the wrong person. I'm not this spiritual guru. I make way too many mistakes. And so that is our love meditation that we did. And this will kind of end our spiritual healing for anxiety class. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and found some benefit to this class. I hope that this brought you some peace and direction with healing your anxiety and bringing more love and purpose within your life. If you guys want to participate in more classes like this, they're all free. Go to my website, spiritfluent.com. Under classes, click the button. And I actually have a TikTok. If you find it a struggle signing up, go on the TikTok and it'll show you how to scroll down to sign up for the classes. Enter in your name and your email, and you will get reminders and the Zoom link for all of these classes. If you feel like you want to further your journey more, I have my Spirit Fluent Healing membership, which you can sign up for too. And all of these class recordings are going to be there, along with a PDF to guide you, as well as there'll be a downloadable meditation that will go with each of these classes. So while the classes are free, you have to join the membership to that. So not only do you get the replays, but, and let me just pull out my list here, guys. We are doing classes on releasing, grounding, balancing your energy, releasing old beliefs, shifting your reality, how to reset your subconscious, protecting your energy. And then, of course, we have all of my speakers that are coming in as well on Saturdays, and you get 3-hour-long classes with me every week. And guys, I'm super excited. My mentor, Dan, who's an Ojibwa Nation medicine man and one of my favorite people in the entire world, has agreed to be one of our guest speakers. And so I'm like really super excited that he's coming and you guys get to learn with him. Someone asked, how do you book a reading? And that's on spiritfluent.com as well under readings. So guys, I am sending you guys love, peace, and healing. I look forward to seeing all of you guys more in my classes, in my lives. It is my goal to help as many people as I can. And I was talking to one of my amazing clients this Saturday, and she goes, I think that you're going to help millions. And I was like, you know what? If I change just one life, I'm happy. But if I could help millions of people, holy hell. That would be amazing, guys. And I am so imperfect and I do not always feel equipped to be your guide, but I appreciate that you guys trust me and um, come with me on your healing journey. So I'm sending you guys so much love and so much healing. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Let's see what's next Wednesday's class. Let me look at the schedule really quick, guys. So I'll tell you what the classes are. So next Wednesday, we're doing this Wednesday on the 14th, spiritual healing for chronic pain. We have healing for migraines coming up, spiritual healing for infertility, childhood trauma, unlocking your spiritual gifts, spiritual healing for autism. I'm autistic, so that's like something that's very close to me. And spiritual healing for cancer are all classes, free classes that are coming up, as well as there's always my free Friday healing classes as well, 5 p.m. And these are all Arizona time. And I am going to try to maybe add some in the morning to accommodate my beautiful people on the other side of this rock we call Earth. So keeping that in mind, guys. And Kathy says, thank you. I feel at peace right now. And I got a lot of thank yous. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And I know it's not as exciting as doing readings, but hopefully you guys gain something from it. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday's classes, or remember Friday healing calls where I will do anything medical readings. You guys can come join those. So have a beautiful night and a beautiful evening. Thank you for staying with me for this hour and a half, everybody. Everybody on Zoom and TikTok, I'm sending you so much love and energy. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in a future class. So have a beautiful day. And I'm going to end now. So goodbye, everybody.